those going. Make sure those are working. Hello, hello. We are working. Hello, YouTube, and hello, Twitch. We're going to get the live started in just a moment. I appreciate you being here. Just get this stuff going, and we will get it going here. All right. Try to block out some of this glare. Sorry, that back window is just awful. Okay, we'll get started today. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get our end of new year started, guys. Oh my gosh. All right. Alrighty. Hello, hello. Let's get started here. I keep saying that. I'm so sorry. I've said it like 4 times that we're getting started. We are. I'm just waiting on everybody. Welcome in as you're coming in. I appreciate you being here. And we'll start doing all the good things, hopefully. To get our day going. Hi, Josiah. Oh, I thought I did. Why did I not? I swear I confirmed it. I guess not. We'll do that. All right, now that's up there. All right. Who do I have? Michigan or Texas? Is that like college ball? I don't watch college ball. Yeah, Dan, that is a real picture of him. I can't remember what he was at. Some sort of outside event. I'd have to look it up to remember where it was. But yeah, no, that was him. And this was like a couple months ago. Yes, I'm always talking to myself, Mama Source. This is not new. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the egg olive raid. I appreciate you guys coming in here. Last live of the year, guys. This is the last live of 2025. Whew, we can put that year behind us. I appreciate you guys being here as you're coming in. Make sure you're doing all of the good things. Tap that screen, share the live out, do your daily heart me. I don't think this was this right before Memorial Day? I don't remember that being right before Memorial Day. Maybe it was. It's been so much. I can't keep track of all of it. Yep, midterms. Now we can focus on midterms. That is going to be that time, finally. Yay! So excited for that. So guys, yeah, make sure we're doing all the good things. We can have our conversations for the last live of 2025 here on my platform. And yeah, hopefully we can have some conversations with factually based evidence and not fifis. My requests are not off. I have 2 people literally in my guest box right now. They're not off. Yes, and I know I know you guys are going to talk about what you got in your weekly newsletter. Congratulations for you headline hoochies. I'm so glad you can read headlines, but you can't look any farther into that, Rick, and I'm sure you haven't. Maybe don't take your advice from a 20-something-year-old incel who sounds like he's never touched a woman. So yeah, maybe not the place to start. Just a thought. Yeah, Rick, get in the box. We can totally talk about Minnesota because I'm so sure that you've read about when it started and that it's just new to you and not to, like the DOJ. And yeah, I'm so sure you've read about that. I'm so sure that you care about fraud when Trump has 34 convictions for falsifying business records, which is fraud. He also has his civil fraud conviction for Mar-a-Lago. How many people has he pardoned for fraud, guys? Let's start making a list for me. If you could make a list for me of all the people he has pardoned for fraud, I would love to see that in my Discord, and we can totally talk about how you guys care about fraud. Yeah. Cool. Amy. I can't with you. All right. Washington, how are you today?
Doing exceptional, ma'am. How are you?
I am doing well today. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
36, state of Florida, ma'am.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Overall, I mean, I'm a veteran, so I like his consistency when it comes to everything on the world stage, especially with our enemies. He projects power, in my opinion. The biggest thing that I think he did for me was the bombing of Iran. I think that showed.
Is that what he campaigned on, though?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. So he's breaking his word on no new wars then. So he's not consistent at all.
Sorry. Did a new war happen? Did any American service members were killed or unalive?
Oh, but you're saying he's showing strength by bombing Iran. We are now apparently bombing Nigeria. We are bombing Venezuela. I don't see where that's consistent in his rhetoric that he's the peace president and he ended wars is his claim.
Mm-hmm. Has an American died?
Has an American died?
And those things that happened. American got unalived in Syria recently.
Right. Yes. We had 3 people total, but 2 who were service members. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it's any life loss is horrible.
I agree.
So I think the biggest thing for me is honestly because I was in Afghanistan and the Afghanistan withdrawal really upset me. Now I don't blame President Joe Biden or Vice President Kamala Harris. It's not their fault for what happened in Afghanistan. I blame the generals
I put blame
on
both on both presidencies, to be honest, because I think they were both done in a shitty way. Like Biden didn't get the transfer from Trump's team, but Biden also could have tried to do better. It was a mess. It was a fucking mess.
It's not Joe Biden's fault.
No, that's fair. I'm not saying. Yeah,
it was. If you could let me finish, it was General Miley, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Secretary Lloyd Austin, and the generals on the ground.
Sure.
That's what happened. I don't blame Vice President Kamala Harris or President Joe Biden. They did absolutely nothing wrong. They did the best they can do with a political situation.
Washington. Cool, great.
Talking.
No. I'm speaking
you're
first.
Rambling though.
Oh, so I'm trying to let my plan.
No.
But okay.
I'm talking. Right, cool, great.
So
I had no idea who you were.
I'm talking. Cool, great.
No, I didn't realize you were up here. Sorry.
We're not doing the over talking and the yelling. I can't fucking do it on my platform anymore. I literally can't.
I got you.
Let Olive speak.
I had no idea Olive was there. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Underneath the Trump administration, there has been 2 National Guard members that have lost their lives due to the inactions and forcing them to be quote unquote security guards of DC. This man does not care about you, nor any other veteran or active duty member.
That's fact that you will,
what do you mean it's my opinion? We can see
That's
it.
Your opinion.
We can see it. Why did he? What do you mean? Well, you choose not to see it.
I don't see that at all, man.
What branch were you in?
U.S. Army.
MOS.
36 Bravo. Oh, are we playing the Stolen Valor thing? You want me to recite my
No,
list?
I'm asking a
Nobody's
question,
accusing
sir.
you of stolen valor.
Okay, fair enough. I apologize for insinuating.
Jesus, projecting much. That's crazy, dude. I just think it's really funny, right? The man who cut over 80,000 employees from the VA center is someone who cares about the vets.
Yep.
How?
So the 80,000, can we all agree that the VA is run poorly? Yes or no? Can we all agree to that?
Yeah.
It could be run better. No, I wouldn't say horrible. Better. Well, the outcomes, it still has some of the most positive outcomes in our healthcare system. So.
110%.
President Obama did a good job initially during his administration for the, being able to use your private healthcare. President Trump expanded on it. President Joe Biden did a great job with the whole PACT Act. But the bureaucracy of it all, the behind the scenes stuff, the people who are getting a lot of money, it needs to be reformed. And again,
I agree.
I'm all for him trying. I'm all for him trying to reform it.
Firing 80,000 people.
Hopefully.
But pause.
But firing people isn't going to do that.
80,000 people, and not even to mention that beforehand losing workers due to his executive order that removed federal employees from working remote and also DEIA.
Man, we were throwing so much money at the VA situation and it wasn't getting better. I'm all for trying this out. If this fails, I hope we do something else differently. But we can all agree that the VA needs to be transformed. Hopefully this time. Yeah.
Okay, firing Americans, firing veterans, you hope that works out. Meanwhile, they're just without a job.
Well, right now, man, with the VA process claims are a lot faster. Now, I think it's also, we got to give credit where credit's due with implementation of AI when it comes to VA claims, which I'm not necessarily happy of because I think we need to have that human factor in our raters. But now it's mostly done through AI, which again, I'm not really a fan of, but I get. The process claims are a lot faster. I'm all for trying.
You've been able
for
to
new
quantify
things.
that?
Huh?
Where
From
where
what
have we
I'm,
been able to quantify that?
I don't know what you're trying to say. To be honest, I don't know that word.
You're claiming that that claims are going through faster now. Where have you found that?
Oh, well, for actually my own personal thing.
I
with my
don't care
anecdotal-
about I don't care about
Anecdotal. That doesn't stand anything in this conversation.
friends of mine who
And I could
don't care
argue
about
the
that.
fact. I could argue that my dad, who did 22 plus years in the Navy, is still fighting stuff that he needs to get done, and
I'm
he's been
sorry to hear
retired
that.
for over 2 years. You don't give a fuck, dude. You voted for
Yeah, I
Trump.
do actually.
No, you
yeah,
don't.
I do because I'm.
Well, I
voted
don't
for
want to
Trump.
say that.
I've been-
Right. I
Ma'am,
just don't
I've
think
been
you
nothing but respectful.
understand.
Please be respectful.
I don't think you understand that he's not. I don't see where he's helping veterans by doing this.
And I understand that. And I understand that perception that you have. Perception versus perspective. I can see your point of view as well in terms of the 80,000 people cut. Again, I'm all for trying something new with the VA because the VA is horrible. It's been horrible under Bush, under President Obama, under President Trump, his first term under Biden. Though to be fair, Biden did a great job with the PACT Act. Oh my God. And I'm hoping that Trump can fix it. If not, this was a disappointing issue with me in 2016 or 2020 that I wasn't happy with President Trump. So,
Sure. I mean that kind of ends that part of the conversation then, because that it's something that I get a lot from Trump supporters. That is, we'll see.
yeah, I gotta let it play out a little bit more. I'm hoping it does well.
What's the time frame for you?
Honestly, 2 years. We'll see after the midterms. Because again, like I said, I voted for my Democratic congressman here in the state of Florida last round because I just didn't like the Republican. I really depend on what they stand for, kind of thing. Because I'm very
that's
liberal when
fair.
it comes to social issues. Like, it's funny. I piss off a lot of people from MAGA because I do consider myself MAGA, but I fully support like LGBT. I think Trump's wrong when it comes to kicking service members out who are trans. And that stuff doesn't bother me. It never had.
So then,
Never
why
will.
did you vote for
Yeah.
Trump?
Why did
Well, again, I'm not just a single issue voter. There's a lot of things. I honestly felt that Vice President Kamala Harris didn't get a fair shake. With the 107 or 8 days that she
Sure.
was, allotted.
Absolutely. I wouldn't vote for Trump because of that.
Well, again, the biggest, like I was talking about with Afghanistan, I think the biggest thing for me was the botched Afghanistan withdrawal. I didn't land my plane
Sure.
because
Go
Olivia
ahead.
came in. The thing
Olive.
that really upset me, though, sorry, Olive, I apologize. The thing that upset me with the Afghanistan was that not a single person was held accountable. That's where I blame Joe Biden. I think he should have fired Lloyd Austin for a number of reasons. But political, I understand
Who
why he
started
didn't.
the plan? Who started the plan for the pullout, though? Let's talk about that.
Who-
In
No,
who
depth.
executed the plan?
that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I do put blame on Biden for this shit too. I put blame on Trump, but I do put blame on Biden
Yeah.
for some of it.
But my issue is
I'm genuinely asking. I'm not trying to catch you in a gotcha. I'm genuinely asking.
But
Does
he-
he
but-
have the direct power to fire him, or would that be like a congressional issue?
Oh, no. The president has every right to fire the secretary. They serve on the pleasure of the presidency.
Okay, I was just
Lloyd
asking
Austin should have been
genuinely.
fired. And I think the biggest thing for me for Lloyd Austin, was the fact that he had this little cancer treatment thing and he didn't tell President Joe Biden, and it made President Joe Biden look bad. And I don't blame Joe Biden for that. I blame Lloyd Austin. The fact that he didn't tell the commander in chief, hey, heads up, you're not going to have a secretary of defense for a week. And they found out about it after it was leaked in the media is ridiculous. And I bet you a Buffalo nickel that President Joe Biden was pissed and Vice President Kamala Harris because they
Right.
should have been informed. I just think Lloyd Austin was an incompetent secretary of defense.
Again, I don't understand why you voted for him if you know that Trump didn't do anything and you're not blaming fingers. You just couldn't vote for Kamala Harris for what reason?
Hopefully, I hope you're not insinuating what I think you're insinuating. I couldn't vote for Kamala Harris because I wasn't a fan of the same thing. I didn't want, he had 4 years. For me, everything got worse.
Are you
I'm trying under President Trump.
fiscally conservative and socially liberal?
Yes.
You don't exist. You're
How
not
did-
real.
No. So how
Yeah, I
did
am.
things? Well, I want to examine it though. So how did
How
things?
am I not real?
How did things get? No, I don't want to do that. How did things get
Yes, ma'am.
worse for you? Then?
Economic-wise, like
and
with
how,
not
and
just
how can you
inflation
tie it
prices.
to Joe Biden's policies? Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about inflation. I'm not exactly sure with all the numbers, but my 401k took a hit. My business took a hit. I do a lot of trades and stocks and so on and so forth. It took a massive hit. I
And
literally
how was
lost,
Joe Biden responsible for that?
I think the biggest thing for me that affected my shares and everything was the regulation. I'm sorry, sir. Regulations came back. A lot of piss poor decisions on the people. Not Joe Biden did, not stuff that he actually did, but the people under his command that did. They made a lot of bad business decisions. I mean,
Like what?
inflation really hurt.
Yeah, inflation hurt everybody, and it hurt everybody
I don't know the
worldwide.
details. I'm not.
Right. So
Yeah,
then
I'm
how
not in
can
the. I don't know the
right,
details.
but
To
if
be
you're
frank.
saying it was something that you voted on, and I understand that everybody was hurting. So here's the thing. I think Trump is making the same mistake that Biden made, which in even worse because the economy is actually fucking failing right now. Whereas by the metrics, the economy was actually starting to do better under Joe Biden's last couple of years. But he was telling people like, it's fine. I don't know why they're complaining. And that's never a good idea to tell the American people who are struggling.
True.
Bad. And Trump is now doing that same mistake. But
It's fair. That is actually fair. I'll
right.
give you that.
And so, but if you're going to tell me it's because of that, I totally understand that the people were hurting. But I need it to be tied to something. If there's a regulation, what regulation was it? If there was a policy, what policy was it? And I understand. I'm not putting that on Biden because Congress passes these things. But
Yeah.
he passed a lot of bipartisan legislation, as you well know. It seems you pay attention to that. So it would be what ties into that, because we know globally the world was still coming out of a pandemic. Our supply chain was fucked. We actually recovered the fastest of the G7 countries in way of inflation, in way of our supply chain. UK, I think, was up to 11 or 12% inflation during that same time.
Give Joe Biden credit. Give Joe Biden credit. He did give President Trump credit, which I really respected him for it. With the whole the economy getting bouncing back, and that's why I respected him, because again, he was able to give credit where credit is due. I think in his first 2 years of office, after the first 2 years, he was kind of senile, and Vice President Kamala Harris should have been president, in my opinion.
Well, I see, but I don't think that's true. I think he was an old man who was an old man. We keep electing old men. We got to stop doing that. But
I agree. That's
I don't
why
think he was
I like
senile. I think
I
he
like
was
Mandani.
Mamdani.
Oh, I like Mandani. I don't like his policies in
Sure.
any way, shape, or form, but he's 32 years old. He's a young man. He's energetic. I mean, that's what we need. That's why I like JD Vance. I don't agree with everything JD Vance stands for, but we need younger people. That's why I like AOC.
Why did
disagree with her politically.
what did Biden give Trump credit on?
How the handling of the pandemic, Operation Warp Speed, how quickly our economy bounced back,
Was
which
it
I really
just
respected.
the economy didn't bounce back under him?
Huh?
The economy
what?
didn't bounce back under him.
I think it would have been worse if President Trump wasn't in office. Because
What?
again, like you said, our nation bounced back a lot faster, and I think it was the policies
Because of
that
Biden.
President Trump and President
Which
Joe
policy?
Biden.
Which policy?
I'm not exactly sure, to be frank with you. You would know more about it than I would.
Yes,
I'm
I
just
do,
going off
and
of
I
what
do
he
know.
said.
I also know that economists in 2019, before the pandemic shut us down as a country, we were looking at recession because of Trump's policies in way of blanket tariffs and the way he was running our country. Economists were already saying we are going to see a recession upcoming in 2020 or 2021. He just actually, if anything, the pandemic saved his political reputation, because nobody would have been able to, I don't blame him for that. I blame him for firing the pandemic response team as soon as he came in. I blame him for a lot of other things, lying to the American people about it and delaying it. But I don't blame him for a pandemic. Obviously, nobody would have been prepared for that. But he didn't have policies that saved it.
But these same economic advisors said that we're going to be in a recession in this past April, May, June, July, which
Why?
is never articulated. So
Why?
I don't really. Well, that's what they said, because of the tariffs. We're not in a
And
recession.
what did Donald Trump do with the tariffs?
Tacos.
Oh.
He tacos. He doesn't stick with them.
Right. You have to read the entirety of what they were forecasting. Their forecast was, if these tariffs stay the way that he has set them to stay after Liberation Day in April, yes, we are going to start seeing a recession. And by the way, we already are. Prices are going up. Energy prices are going up. Unemployment is at 4.6%. This is not, our economy is not doing good.
I disagree wholeheartedly when it comes
With
to that.
what?
We got to let it play out more, because right now, consumer
How long?
confidence is up. Is consumer confidence up? Yes or no?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is. From what I read on CNN, MSNBC. Please rebuttal me, because I'm glad that you have the typer thing, because you can actually quickly rebuttal me. I like that. Consumer confidence, I think, is up.
It has been down. U.S. consumer confidence is down. Let's see. Consumer confidence in the United States.
Did you ever serve or no?
Huh?
Did you ever serve, Olive?
No,
We're just military brats.
both of us are military brats.
That's outstanding. So you guys been through the, I'm assuming you guys are really young, so you probably went through the whole global war and terror thing with your families. Must have been rough.
I'm 35. She definitely did, and she can talk
I was
about her experience.
my dad was more into that, but my dad was a bubblehead, as they call him in the Navy, so I didn't really he didn't really
Holy
talk much
moly.
about what he
Yeah,
did.
That's a scary job.
my dad was a canine officer in the Air Force.
Badass.
So
That's
he
awesome.
did rug sniffing dogs, bomb sniffing dogs. He specifically was in Kuwait in the Gulf War when I was a
My
baby.
I
Basically,
did.
your dad was infantry.
Um,
Basically, because that's a tough job, especially with
right.
that, you know.
He worked like in the medical field during that time when he was in Kuwait, and then he moved on to become a canine officer.
Hey,
My dad
Kuwait
was
got
also in
hit
Kuwait
hard.
for a little bit. Or no, not my dad. My brother was.
That's good. So I'm glad that
Yeah, that
we
was
have
when I was
people
trying
here
to
that.
open Manny. Okay, let's see.
By the way, I gotta say, this is like the most respectful conversation I've had. Usually, I get called a lot of names.
We
I really
try.
appreciate that.
We really try.
Monica puts me
So
back on the right rim.
same here with me. Sometimes, like I get so mad when people
It's just
call me names.
and I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Washington. I get genuinely confused because you have your social views are very much left. You say
Oh, yeah.
you're fiscally conservative. I would argue I think everyone wants to be fiscally conservative. I don't think we want our tax dollars going left and right everywhere.
Right.
But
fair.
you voted for someone who goes against your social views. And maybe it's just the way I view it. I view my social morals more higher than any fiscal responsibility. But that's just me.
I think for me, it's just the strong military aspect of it. I think Trump projects that strength that, unfortunately, because of his age, and Joe Biden couldn't do it. I think Vice President Kamala Harris probably could have done it, but he didn't
Trump's
step down like
older
he should
now.
have.
Like,
Oh, I agree, but the level of the action of President Trump, activity level between Trump and Biden, there's no comparison.
But let me read this in Consumer Confidence. This was an article from December, but they are citing the U.S. The Conference Board, which is the one who takes the survey on the consumer confidence. Consumers were less confident in the economy in December as Americans, or this is PBS, I'm sorry. Consumers were less confident in the economy in December as Americans grow anxious about high prices and the impact of his tariffs. The Conference Board said Tuesday that its consumer confidence index fell 3.8 points to 89.1 in December from November's upwardly revised reading of 92.9. That is close to 85.7 reading in April when Trump rolled out his import taxes on U.S. trading partners. So they're not.
It's up and down right now.
Right, but right now
That's fair.
it's falling. Yeah.
Yeah, by 3
I mean, it
points,
doesn't
yeah.
help if that he comes out and says your kid doesn't need $37 too is fine, and he's also painting the fucking Oval Office in gold. Probably not a good thing for consumer.
I'm not a fan of what he's doing.
I'm
with
not saying
the,
you are.
that-
You know what I mean? I'm just.
No, no.
I'm saying like his.
No, but
yeah.
something I think is very untactful is that auto pen picture, and I don't think you should do that. But
Yeah, he's a piece
I
of
get
crap.
why he's
We
doing
know-
it.
yeah.
He's trolling. I get it, but I just think it's above the office of the presidency. But at the same time,
Yeah.
though, I get it because it pisses people off, and he wants to get a reaction, and that's why.
I just don't want a president who trolls. I agree with you. I think they should be above that level. This is like
I don't mind
need
him
I don't need
trolling
Reddit
enemies.
and Twitter trolls on there.
Yeah,
Like, I don't need that.
I don't mind trolling like our enemies and stuff like that.
I think
but,
that's
like,
dangerous.
It's just like Rob Reiner. The thing what he did with Rob
Yes.
Reiner really pissed me
Disgusting.
off. I don't like Rob Reiner at all. I like his movies,
Sure.
but
Yeah, you didn't agree with him, but you would never speak ill of the dead like
my-
that just because they didn't like you. Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I kind of get it because of what happened to him in terms of in Butler, PA. But at the same time, though, it just doesn't vibe with me. I didn't like it. It's like Joe Rogan and that other guy. We just didn't like that kind of stuff. There's good Trump, there's bad Trump.
But my thing is, I think that there's only bad Trump. I'm not seeing where there's any policies that are beneficial. Like, yes, you're saying because he's showing strength, we are now losing our allyship with countries that we need allyship with. And the only allyship he seems to be gaining is with Russia, which is not a good thing for our country. So I don't see where his projecting of strength is being
And here's
is
where I disagree with you.
beneficial. Okay.
Here's my rebuttal with you. We got, what do you call it? Saudi Arabia is going to join BRIC. And now they're going to be moving away from that, which is a good thing. His relationship with
Who is, I'm
bin
sorry?
Salami,
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, his relationship with bin Salamani, even though I don't think he's a good guy, considering what he did to that reporter, because he did do that. Even our own intelligence said that. But the fact that he's able to bridge those gaps, because again, I mean, the respect that bin Salami has with President Trump compared to what had Joe Biden, you say that we're losing allies, but I mean, look at NATO, for example. I mean, they're now going to commit to 5% GDP. How amazing is
When
that?
do they? When
Why
do they
do you-
commit?
But why do you want to? But why do you want to? Why do you want to have allyship with the Saudis? You know what the Saudis have done?
Yeah,
We remember 9/11.
Yeah.
So why
Was
do
it
we-
the actual Saudi government or was it?
The Saudis paid for them.
Yeah.
So why?
There's a lot of politics involved in that.
I agree, but why do we want, including American imperialism too? But why our own payment? Bush Senior paid for the Mujahideen, who had then became Al Qaeda. But why
I agree.
would we want that allyship? Why?
Well, I mean, again, the influence that Saudi Arabia has, the oil. I mean, a large part of this is because of oil. Let's not.
I
mean,
agree.
that's both sides.
I
Both
agree.
sides of that. I'll play that game.
Sure.
Having moving Saudi Arabia away from the BRIC is very beneficial to America. So our dollars not going to be as challenged, and it's going to make China, Russia, and all the other countries that want to be part of BRIC less powerful.
BRICS.
Right now.
So then why would
BRICS.
So then why would we? Then why aren't we doing anything to get Russia? Why are we worried about? Like we're not going after Russia. He's not going after Russia at all. He agrees with everything Putin says.
Not everything, but I see the perception of it. He just wants to end the war. Let's just be honest.
By
I mean,
appeasing
Russia's going to.
Russia.
Listen, again, I think he's making a mistake pertaining to that, but I don't want so also if taking a hardline stance means more Ukrainians are going to be killed. So I'd rather the war stop. And can we all
So
agree that
then
the
you're
war
going to
should stop?
give power to BRICS and Russia.
Russia's hurting very badly economically right now.
I know.
Because of all of our sanctions and so on and so forth. And again, Trump is leveraging that position and that economics and the fact that he's moving Saudi Arabia away from Russia to put more pressure on Russia to end the war.
By giving them land and giving them a reprieve to build up their army again, which is what Putin wants. He would like a little bit of a reprieve to be able to build his army back up again instead of using old equipment. They are getting decimated. If we keep helping them, they get decimated. And I don't understand why we would give them any sort of reprieve for him to build up his army again to continue.
The war needs to stop. I mean, people are dying left and right.
agree, but
on both sides.
I agree, but if the Ukrainian people, including the president of Ukraine, want to keep fighting because it's their fucking land, I think we should support them.
Yeah, but again, they're running out of troops. Pretty soon it's going to be a rout. They're running out of manpower. They have
So is
60-year-old
Russia.
people on the front line. And no,
Russia
sorry,
was
Russia's not.
conscripting. Russia is conscripting from prisons. They're running out of people.
Yeah, they are. They're not running out of people compared to Ukraine. Russia, I mean, God, that's the
Yes,
Russians
it's a
defeated the
mess.
Germans
I don't
during
want the
World
war to continue. I'm not some warmonger. I don't want the war to continue. But you're also saying you liked the strength by bombing Iran, so make it make sense. Like the consistency is not there. Yes, the war needs to end. I don't think we do that by appeasement. It didn't work too well in World War II. It's not going to work now.
Well, I mean, let's talk about appeasement. I mean, look at the prelude that led to Ukraine. You know, America's resolve was weak. And I personally think, and this is my opinion, and my opinion only, I think the reason why President Putin invaded Ukraine is because he felt that there's going to be no action on the American side. Vice President Kamala Harris, 3 days before the war started, went to try to stop the war. It failed because of how we projected power, and we looked so weak because of the Afghanistan withdrawal. It emboldened our enemies to do what they're doing.
I wouldn't.
No,
I
he's
wouldn't
had
agree
troops.
with that
That's
at
not
all.
true because he was already in there during Trump's term. He was in the Donbass. Like he has been there. They've never.
they-
Yeah, but when did that start,
invaded
though?
it.
That started under President Obama, though.
Yeah,
I agree,
They invaded in
yes.
2014.
I agree. Yes,
But
Under-
even
under
even
Obama.
to that, even to
Sure.
that, Trump had a whole 4 years to do something about it. He toted about sending aid to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Now it's a whole different story,
They sent Stinger missiles and javelins. to them.
right? And he bragged about it.
You know, the beauty about everything pertaining to this, though, and I think we can all agree that, you know, as a veteran, I used to be so scared of a war with Russia. After seeing what the Ukraine did, I'm no longer afraid of that because we would crush the Russian army.
Oh, no, I know that we
you know,
would.
And,
Yeah.
and the biggest thing that I think Joe Biden did a very good job with, and people were shocked that I supported him on this, I was okay with American, like my taxpayer dollars going to Ukraine because the more money we give, the more Russians are unalived soldiers. And we practice logistics because that's how you win wars, by logistics. And we were just C-130s, you know, Hercules, all, you know, our logistics was so instrumental. And we got rid of all these old school weapons where we're getting new stuff. I mean,
but why does the
Ukrainians
country?
are dope.
Yeah, no, and I understand that. I agree. I think my entire life as a 35-year-old person has been the fear of Russia is not like combat war to war. It is. It's the big
Nukes.
red button, right? It's the big fucking button. And at this point, like I said, I'm not a nihilist. I have 2 children. I don't want anything to happen to people in this country or my family, but also like push the goddamn button. He's been threatening it my whole life. I just don't care at this point. But like, why are we conceding to everything Putin wants? I guess is my question. Like, Trump is not pushing him to concede anything.
Well, here's the reason why. Unfortunately, Putin has the power right now. He has the
How?
troops. He has the
How?
manpower.
No, he
has
doesn't.
the technology.
No, he
Compared to
doesn't.
Ukraine,
Yes,
Compared to
no.
Ukraine?
Can we
No, he
sidebar
doesn't.
for a second? Can we
Yeah.
sidebar for a second? I personally will never understand why people will be fence sitters. I will never understand why you can't stick to one
I don't
side.
think he's a fence sitter. I think
I don't even know what that is.
he sees it means you won't choose a side because I think he chooses sides on each topic. So I don't think he's a fence sitter. I think he just likes stuff over here, likes stuff over there. The issue is that he chose Trump to be better over there, but I'm not understanding it because we saw that when we were directly giving funding to Ukraine, and it wasn't just us, Europe is also doing it, that they
Good.
were winning.
Finally.
That they have been, that they were winning. So I don't
weren't the only
see
country ever
Yeah,
just
we
giving
weren't the
money.
first.
Unfortunately,
even, I don't think.
unfortunately, the last year's winter offensive did not go so well, and that's why
Sure, I
Zelensky,
agree.
removed.
War is back and forth. I mean, we wouldn't have a country without France. You have Washington as your photo. I don't know if you've watched anything on the American Revolution. I advise anybody
yeah.
to watch the Ken Burns 6-part series on PBS of the American Revolution. We got our ass beat. Washington retreated way more than he won. Like war's going to be
Very
back
true.
and forth, but we were taking out a lot of their equipment and a lot of their people. It was working.
Yeah, and we also got to give credit to the Moroccans too, because the Moroccans have had a lot. A lot of people don't give Moroccans credit, but I think personally, besides France, Morocco is probably our biggest friendly person in terms of America as a whole, because they were there for us at the very beginning. So I want to give them credit where credit's due.
Sure. I just don't understand your stance, I guess, is that like I don't.
Well, like you said, I mean, I'm for things, I'm against things. I mean, prime example, I'm a service member, so I'm tired now, but like they're trans people. I don't care.
Yeah,
Whatever floats
I don't
your
even
boat,
talk
what do you
about
do
it.
outside of your home doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form. I think President Trump was wrong for kicking those service members out. I think Joe Biden was wrong for kicking service members out for the COVID vaccine. I get it from Joe Biden's perspective. I get it from President Trump's perspective in terms of military readiness.
Wait, pause. No. Because arguing about the existence of people and being pulled out of service, they're one way to make money, one way to survive, compared to when you sign your life on that dotted line and you go through boot camp, you get a bunch of shots in you and you have no choice but to get them. So when you sit there and you get upset about the C-19 vaccine being mandated for active duty military personnel, not only for themselves, but for other people around them, being someone where during that time, I had to get it in order to receive medical assistance from where we lived, because in order to go on base to the medical hospital where we were staying at, I had to get the COVID vaccine. So you can't, those aren't same comparisons. And maybe that's my struggle. You can't, not everything is apples and oranges.
That's very true. But at the same time, though, it's an injustice to those 3,000 service members who refused to get the shot and were kicked out because they didn't want to get that shot. Just like it's an injustice right now for the trans service members getting kicked out because of their life choices.
Those are not the same thing, though. Like one is public health. One is public health to your brothers and sisters who you serve with, and the other are the brothers and sisters that you serve with.
And not even to that point. Again, when it comes down to the C-19 vaccine, there were eligibilities for you to try and apply for religious liberties, or I forget how exactly they did it, but you could put, what's the word?
Religious accommodations.
Yes, thank you. You could put accommodations and say, hey, because of X, Y, and Z, this is why I can't get it. And some people got that granted. And even then, after everything happened and everyone who was in and used that as an opportunity to get out, they saw that there was a number that was going low for it. And they re-upped, what's the word? My brain's fog.
Re-enlisted?
Yes, re-enlistments and re-enlistment bonuses and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, it's at $90,000. Mine was only $16,000. That was during the height of the Iraq War when I enlisted in September 2006.
My ex-husband never got a re-enlistment bonus, but that's beside the point.
What? That's ridiculous. Was it during the height of the Iraq War or no?
No, this was over 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, and the war was drawing down. But right now it's at 90,000. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's because they're trying to get people to go in, and that's the issue, because you guys are not taken care of. And I think that's
I agree.
The biggest reasons why when we talk about this, it just makes no sense why veterans will sit there and support this man. I mean, alone, the VA during his first term was absolutely destroyed. And then when it came to him and treating active duty military personnel, it makes no sense to me. I mean, we lost my older brother. My stepmom's a Gold Star mom. We're a Gold Star family.
Sorry to hear that.
We lost my brother in Syria. My dad did 22 plus years putting his body through so much shit. And under the Trump administration, it was difficult to even receive any form of health benefits when it
I know that's why I
came.
give President Joe Biden credit for the PACT Act. I mean, that I'm at 90% because of him. So I have President Biden a lot when it comes to that
It
and
just,
his support for that.
again, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not seeing it the way it is. And maybe I'm just like irritable and like very passionate when it comes to this stuff because again, these are friends and family that I've known for years dealing with a lot of shit from still facing consequences of the action of this administration.
It's funny. Actually, I was having a conversation with a veteran who's also trans at my gym, and he was saying that I'm actually quite shocked. He actually supports what President Trump's doing with the trans service members. He was saying that in our job, and again, your fathers, your loved ones, mentally it takes a huge toll. Why would you want to put, and I'm against this, but why would you want to put people who are already having a lot of issues with their identity in positions of high stress?
You can't.
And an
What if
emotional
they're
state?
not? You don't know that they're having
Not
issues.
all of them. You don't have to be.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I agree with you. on
They
that
could
one,
be
too. That is
perfectly.
fair.
They could be perfectly mentally fine.
No, I agree too. But it's like going through those hormonal therapy does change you
They don't
mentally.
have to go through that part though. They don't
No,
have to
no,
go
I
through
agree. I
hormonal
agree.
changes.
Yeah.
No,
They
I
can
agree. I agree.
socially transition.
Yeah, which I'm 100% okay with. As long as my stance was this, as long as you're deployable within a year, you're good to go.
Right, meet
As
your
long as you're not
standards.
hurting
But hold on,
military,
Yeah.
pause.
you're good.
But you were
Which is the-
upset. But you were upset when people had to get the C-19 vaccine in order to deploy to different countries. Make your shit
I'm
make
upset
sense.
that it
Like,
was
this is-
forced.
this is-
It was forced upon it.
Like
I'm
every
upset that we
other,
were
like
kicked out because
every
of it.
other vaccination
when you sign your
requirement
life on
in
the
the
dotted
military.
when you sign your
I
life,
agree.
when
I
you sign
agree.
your when you sign your life on that dotted line, and let's say you get a sunburn, why do you get in trouble for it? Because you're burning government property. You signed your life on the dotted line, therefore you are owned by Uncle Sam. And in my opinion, unless you have religious exemptions, there should be no reason why you should complain about getting a vaccine. Because you
Yeah, I got
one
the
when you signed it.
H1N1. I got the what do you call it? Not the vaccine, but the trial vaccine of H1N1 back in 2009 before I deployed to Iraq. And that thing made me sick as a dog the first day. Everyone made fun of me. And the next day, I felt great, but then everybody else got sick. I mean, again, the government stabs us with a lot of stuff. I had the anthrax vaccine, smallpox. I mean,
Yeah.
but at the same time, though, I do believe that they should have a choice in that matter. But at the same time, I also see your point of view. Orders are orders.
Right, you're joining a community that is all about stripping you of your individual identity, so you don't get choice.
Yeah. Hey, Rome. I just want to comment one of the people. Hey, Rome. Her family literally signed a dotted line, and she's a military brat. So I
And
feel
yeah,
like
and she's not like taking on his service. I wouldn't take on my father's service either.
The only service I can take on is when I worked for the CDC. I
Right.
did give an oath to the Constitution because I was under the DoD.
Yeah, I like the Department of War aspect of it. It sounds a lot more badass. I mean, that's how it used to be back in World War II.
Why did we change it to Department of Defense though?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I think it was under Truman, right? That did it. I guess to better align the service. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest.
I'd have to double. I think you're right about Truman, but it doesn't help because this is also the same man that said he's a president for no new wars. But you're going to name the DoD the Department of War now?
I forgot what president it was, but he said, "Speak softly, but carry a big stick." Again,
That was Teddy, wasn't it? Teddy Roosevelt.
Might have been.
I thought it
Hold on.
was.
I'll double check. Hang on. It's
The
either
buck
that or
stops with
Reagan.
me was Truman. The buck stops with me. That's
It was
Truman.
Teddy.
Was it
Teddy?
Teddy? I remember something right.
Hey,
Well,
Teddy was dope.
it's the threat, right? So that's what Teddy meant by it, right? He's like, be diplomatic and peaceful, but like keep your threat, which we already have. Like we have the strongest military in the
Oh, yeah.
world.
I just feel like we were afraid to use it though under President Joe Biden.
Why do
were
we
more
need to use it?
conservative on it. It stops wars. I mean, it's funny.
it
Everyone
doesn't.
always talks about how America does. Actually, we didn't project our power during World War I, World War II. We were drawn into those world wars because everyone in the world is batshit fucking crazy. From the Black Hand during World War I to Nazi
Do you know
Germany
about the
during World
regime
War II.
change wars that we cause all over this nation?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've done some shady stuff in our
So
government, especially what we
that's
did
not
to
us
Nicaragua,
solving
Peru.
wars, though.
But I feel, and this is my opinion, because I really love this country, we have stopped and saved and done more good for the world than harm. Yes,
No.
have we done shady stuff? Absolutely. I mean,
No.
look at Vietnam. Should have never happened.
I think we've done more harm than
Iraq.
we have good.
Right.
Iraq shouldn't have.
Yes, I
Never
love
happened.
this country. That's why I fight for it so hard on here. You fought with your body, and I appreciate your service for that. I fight on here.
Thank you.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. I love my country, and I know it can do better than this, and I know historically we were built on rotten foundation to begin with, and we have just continually gone through country after country after country and stripped them of their resources and instituted dictators that we know are going to do what we want.
Oh,
That's
the
more
CIA
bad.
did some shady stuff during the 70s. So with the Sandinistas in Nicaragua, the Contras, and I mean,
He's trying
even
to
now
do
what
it
we're doing-
again. Trump tried to do it in his first term. Michael Bolton said that there was a coup that it was attempted in Venezuela and it failed.
Yep. And was it 3 people that are currently captured?
Yeah, so he's
actually,
doing it again.
no. Didn't Marco Rubio? No, hold on, didn't Marco Rubio got him back? I think he got somebody back.
Maybe.
I'm not
I don't know.
exactly
Marco
sure.
Rubio lost his soul in his eyes, so it's really hard for me to listen to him when he
I
talks.
don't know.
He has no spark anymore. He's dead inside. Because he sold
Oh yeah,
himself
he's
for
working
this.
4 jobs.
Yeah, for this
Hey,
administration.
he's doing a good job overall.
He's
I
not.
think.
He's not.
I disagree with you.
He's a mouthpiece. That's all they are now is mouthpieces for what Trump
Oh, I
wants to
mean-
do, and they have to clean up his mess that he says things on True Social he shouldn't be saying. But again, we are now trying to do it
Oh, I
again
mean,
in Venezuela. It's
It
not our
happened
business.
under Joe Biden too. Happened under President Obama. You know, our presidents have said stuff where the back channels we have to kind of clean it up a little bit.
Sure.
I mean,
No,
look at
yeah.
when he,
No. I know, but I mean in
That's
way of like
politics.
holding executive power. Like Trump has been trying to do this from the seat that's not Congress to get this stuff done,
Mm-hmm.
which he doesn't have the power to do. Congress is being feckless and just letting him do it. But nobody is stopping him. And again, my point was that
I
in
agree.
Venezuela, we are doing this again.
But at the same time, though, is it a bad thing for Maduro to go away? Yes or no?
Not necessarily, but that's not my business. That's not my country.
Because even President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris did not recognize Maduro as the legitimate president of Venezuela. I feel like if we can do something about it and put someone that was duly elected, like the lady that I'm sure you heard about the operation where the CIA smuggled out the opposition leader recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great thing that President Trump and the CIA
I
did.
don't want to be a part of instituting leaders. That is not our job.
But they're duly elected. So, I mean, she won the Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, do you not think she'd be a better option than Maduro?
Not necessarily.
I mean, Maduro's killing his people. I mean, I can only imagine what's going on there.
Yeah,
You know.
we do that here.
I was going to argue and say that that's similar to what we do. We
Yeah.
do the same thing. We have actively done the same thing for years, since the inception of this country.
No, I agree. This country has done a lot of mistakes. I mean, from what we did to the slaves, to the Irish, to the Chinese, to the internments of Japanese Americans during World War II.
Yeah,
and,
our foundation
how we
is
treat
rotten.
African Americans. Yeah, but this nation is the last great hope for mankind because
No, it's
we
not.
are good people.
It could be.
No, it's
we
not.
are good
It
people.
could be. It could be. If we started caring about our people and stopped fucking with everybody else. Yeah, it could be.
I do think we should internalize. I think we should put Americans first. I think we should focus on our country as a whole first. I agree with you on that one. And I think we already done that. President Trump has already done that by securing our borders.
No.
We should take care of our people first.
How does
has he done for the border?
how does getting rid of immigrants help the American people? How?
I'm all for legal immigration. 100%. You want to
Sure.
come to this country, come to the port of entry, by all means.
Oh,
Yo
that's
soy
not
Latino
the only
también.
way you can come in though.
Yeah, I know. If you want to seek asylum, by all means. I think you should wait in the, what do you call it? In the country you were trying to come from.
How
And
do,
then,
how do you
know,
wait? How
go
do
to
you
the
make your
courts.
court date from Venezuela? How do you make your court date on time?
What do you call it? Well, first off, we need more lawyers, more judges.
Yeah, he should stop
'cause this is-
firing
this is
them. Mm-hmm.
So, I agree with you. I think he's doing wrong with that. I think we need more money when it comes to that kind of stuff, to
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you. And it starts, but see, in order to start that, we have to at least secure the border, which I think he's done a tremendous job.
No, the border was already secure.
Not at the levels that we're seeing now. No, ma'am.
What does that mean?
So in terms of the crossings,
Oh.
has
Where do
went
we
down literally almost 100%.
Oh, where do we track crossings?
The Border Patrol people.
Oh, I've been to the Border Patrol site. Where do they track crossings?
Yeah, so how about this? Let's compare last year, or not last year. Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's compare December of 2025 to December 2024. 2023. Let's see the numbers.
Oh, we don't track crossings though.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
We
we tra-
track, what do you call it?
encounters.
Encounters, yeah.
What are encounters?
But go ahead. Let's see it.
What are encounters?
You can tell me the definition. I don't know if it's on my head.
So encounters.
I know what it
includes-
is, but go ahead.
Right. So encounters are going to include three things: apprehensions or inadmissibles, and you also have basically people who are claiming asylum. But what that means is that you have people you get at the at the border, Border Patrol agent, at the little door and says, hey, you're inadmissible. You can't be in here. They get counted. Doop, doop, doop. Sent on their way. If you get caught in between like the border and the border wall or whatever and us, like they get caught anywhere in between there, boop, you get to send back. Like if you get apprehended and you claim asylum, you get counted in encounters. So it doesn't track crossings. We don't know how many people. Well, we do know estimate of how many people came over. It's not anywhere near what anybody is saying. But again, so they're doing their job. They have been doing their job. Why did we have more encounters under the Biden administration?
I think personally because those floodgates were open.
Oh, how?
There was so
what
many people just
policy
coming
did
in.
what did they pass for that? to
Not
happen?
enforcing, getting rid of the what's that thing where you have to stay there? I forgot that policy. They revoked literally like the third day
Oh, who did that?
of the
No.
President Joe Biden.
No.
What was that one policy?
Yeah, remain in Mexico. Yeah, who repealed that?
I believe it was under the Joe Biden administration, actually.
Oh no, that would have been SCOTUS. Now, why
Yeah.
did they repeal that?
No idea.
Because it was a humanitarian issue. The fact that we were keeping people in camps in Mexico before their asylum hearings, there was human trafficking, there was rape, there was crimes and drugs that was happening down at the border.
Yeah.
Because of that.
And we enabled that.
Right, with Remain in Mexico.
Yeah, not just remaining in Mexico, just in general. I mean, illegal crossings. So many children are missing. I mean,
No, there's not children. Are you doing the 300,000 children missing?
No, I'm just talking about in general. Like what's going on with these cartels and human trafficking. It's horrendous. And I think having a strong border.
Right, but then that
prevents stuff
debunks
like that.
your Remain in Mexico. Like, do you understand how you're kind of moving the goalpost and moving around to get around the fact that Remain in Mexico didn't help, and it wasn't. It was stemming this Yeah, but what's going to happen when that dam is opened? Which, by the way, SCOTUS is the one who opened it. Yes, we were going to have a large stream of people. Majority of these people were coming from Venezuela because of our failed fucking coup. For one, which is why Donald Trump in his last year, right before he left, he gave a bunch of TPS status to a bunch of Venezuelans before he left, which he has now stripped because he wants to hit his big 1 million number. Again, I'm just not seeing where this is secure. The securing of the border is helping the American people. If anything, we are stemming bleeding money going after immigrants who aren't doing anything to us in this country, but helping us. They are a net benefit and not helping Americans.
Not all.
Sure, I didn't say no. I said net benefit. That would be mostly.
Fair
Majority.
enough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I respect you for that. Fair enough.
Sure.
There's open interpretation when it comes to that.
No.
Yes, actually, someone in your commenter just said that Biden actually wanted to keep Remain in Mexico. Can you fact check that? Because I don't know if
No,
that's true or
yeah.
not.
So let's see. We've looked at this before.
Olive, are you an Xbox or a PS5?
I don't play console.
Computer games.
Wow, one of those computer people, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you credit though. You can play Command and Conquer. I can't. So, the game is dope.
Because it ended in 2022. That was after SCOTUS, though. When did they?
Yeah. Apparently, someone put yes. He sued for it. That's what SCOTUS overturned it. Biden wanted to end Remain in Mexico. SCOTUS allowed him to end it.
Right. So yeah, that's the thing. I've heard that before, but like, so
It
his
wasn't- but it wasn't-
administration.
I don't know the answer. That's why I asked.
His administration went to end it. Texas sued it. It ended up at the Supreme Court, who said it's a humanitarian issue and it is unconstitutional. We don't need it anymore because the pandemic per HHS was ended. We were no longer in a state of emergency for the pandemic, so there was no reason to have it anymore.
No, that's fine.
Which is what it was for, because it was issued under Title 42, under our health, our national emergency for health. So we didn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
So I think,
I'd
like,
say good
yes,
education.
nobody would deny that there was a large influx of immigrants into our nation. You couldn't deny
I respect
that.
you for saying that. I respect you for saying that because
We-
that's kind of where my premise was.
Sure. But the estimated of the numbers we have is anywhere between 3 to 4. I've seen as high as maybe 5 million total over the course of Biden's entire 4 years as way of people who actually entered, right? Encounters were high because we're just counting people who are showing up. So to me, 4 to 5
How many of those
million.
people were allowed to stay though? Out of curiosity, how many people
Of the
were
4
allowed
to
stay
5
though after
million?
No, of the encounters.
Apparently, it would be 4 to 5 million if that's the numbers that we have for the estimated for his total 4 years.
What about the people we didn't capture? In your opinion,
How do
from
we?
What you think?
Right.
I don't know how to get that number.
Sure.
I
My
don't know.
response
That's why I'm
question
asking.
is my response question is always, how do we track gotaways? If you're asking, gotaways are tracked so if a camera on the border wall catches a group running, they count them. If you see footprints in the sand, but you thought maybe you saw a person, you just didn't catch him. That's a got away. And like that can be counted multiple times if you have one border agent who sees it and then another border agent who sees it. So like it's kind of an invisible boogeyman number to me. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, right? It would never be
That's
zero.
fair. And I'm glad you say that because a lot of people are saying it doesn't exist. So
no, I wouldn't say it. That would be silly, right? Like I can't say that no people got away and weren't counted ever. Like that's
I don't
dumb,
think it's.
But
I personally don't think it's the number that Trump says, like 20 million. I don't see that. I see maybe like 6 or 7 or 8. 6, 7, million people.
Right. Well,
you get that reference, right? 6, 7.
I do.
Okay, cool.
I have children. Sure. Luckily, my children don't like that. I do it to fuck with them. They don't like it. But yeah. So like I said, our estimation is anywhere of like 4 to 5 million at the highest. For total. So. Again, I don't see that as a giant issue for our country in way of we just congressionally needed funding for immigration judges. But I, again, don't see how that is helping the American people at all.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we have a bad habit on both sides do this. It's just throwing money at problems rather than trying to, transform stuff. Kind of like with the VA. I get it. You guys are against what Trump's doing, but I at least want to try it. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, in 4 years, hey, it could be Newsom. Maybe he can try something different. Or it could be Vance. Maybe he can try something different.
He won't.
Nothing is set in stone.
He's worse. He's a Christian nationalist. He's a whole Christian nationalist.
And actually, I do want to ask you guys a question, both of you. Who do you think the Democratic nominee is going to be?
Oh, I think it's too early to know.
Okay, let me rephrase. Who do you want it to be? Both president and vice president for the Democrats. And who do you think
anyone who isn't Trump? Anyone who isn't Trump. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's too early. I think we need to see where the midterms are at. Personally, I've always liked Buttigieg. I don't know who the fucking VP would be. But that's just my personal opinion. It doesn't mean anything. We will see kind of after the midterms.
You don't think Newsom's gonna?
I think
You don't think Newsom?
I like Newsom. I'll vote for Newsom. I like Buttigieg more, personally.
I just don't think Buttigieg has the appeal.
I think he does to the Midwest.
Of the Newsom.
Sure.
Midwest, yeah, sure. But country-wise, I don't think Newsom has that.
He has the Twitter appeal, right? Like, yeah, sure.
And let's be honest, politics is about perception.
Yeah.
And Newsom looks like a president. Sure. I mean, even I look at him like, I can see him as a president.
Sure.
I personally think the people I would be afraid of for the Democratic would be Josh Shapiro, though because of his Jewish background, I don't think he's going to get it. But I would be afraid of him because say what you want, he's a great governor.
Oh yeah, he's good at what he does. I agree.
He's fantastic. But because of his background in terms of like his religion, I don't think you guys would want that because you guys would lose Minnesota and all those blue territory walls that you guys need to defend.
Yeah, no, I could. Well, and I'm a registered independent. I'm lefter than the Democrats are. I'm way more left than the Democrats. But
Really?
I am. But I think.
And you've been so magnanimous in this debate. I have the utmost respect for you.
Because we can't move forward as a nation unless we talk. Like, we just can't. It's just not.
That's what Charlie Kirk said, too. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says. But
I don't care about the Christian nationalists at all. I really, really don't.
Yeah, no. I disagree with what he says.
Yeah. What I will say is I appreciate your civil conversation. You are welcome back at any time. Nobody paid to kick you or anything. I am just going to move on with the conversation. And you seem like you're really good at doing research. So maybe some of the things we talked about that you're like, I wonder. I always tell people if they look at me and say she's completely crazy, let me look it up and debunk her. Or I've never heard it before. Let me look it up. Right. Like that's a win for me. That's fine for me.
Trust me, I have the utmost respect for you. I'm a diehard Trump guy. So you are fantastic. And same with all of you guys are great.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve into the new year. And maybe we will speak another time.
Yes, ma'am. God bless. Okay.
Hey, IJ72, you can't tell what the color pink is. The color that is currently on my head is red. Thank you.
The color of the pen that I hold in my hand is royal blue. Guys, I appreciate you.
Dragon Scout.
I know. You guys, I understand. I just can't. I can't with the yelling and the overtalking. I know we want to own. I just personally don't anymore. So if this is not the platform for you to listen to anymore, I totally understand. Guys, we haven't touched my goal though. It is New Year's Eve. It is my daughter's birthday. Let's do a tutu train for my daughter's birthday. That would be wonderful. The links for that are in my bio. We could get that going. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Let's keep tapping that screen and sharing the live out. I I know, you guys. We got to put up with a lot sometimes, and that includes me. You have to put up with me, and that's okay.
That's why I stayed on mute for majority of them. I want you guys to understand that because the conversation I would have had with him would probably be a lot different because never mind.
I know.
We'll
I just
sidebar. We'll
yeah.
we'll sidebar later.
I just then we're just circle jerking each other for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't mean I think he's gonna be on the left anytime soon. I don't think it mean, I'm not delusional. I just think where I can have conversations, I have them, and I'm in a different place. Like I said, we've talked about this so many times. I'm in a different place than everybody else. If you don't have the spoons for it, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
You guys can all just crash out with me in Monica's Discord if you guys want to check that out. Links are in
That's
the
what
bio.
it's for. Yeah.
I know.
Absolutely. And if you're having issues joining the Discord, guys, I just replaced the link yesterday in my link tree.
You're gonna have to replace it again.
No. Try and paste it into a browser.
Why are you telling me no?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
I
so
yelled at you.
nice.
I'm so sorry. I love you.
It's okay. I love you. I'm tired.
God.
I'm telling you, I really think it's still sticking with me.
What is?
The gummy.
Oh, yeah. No, maybe it's that you need a nap today. Steve, how are you?
I'm great. How are you ladies doing?
I'm
here.
doing well today. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah,
How old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm 58. And what state did I vote in? California.
Yeah. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, obviously, with the same old things that everybody says, but I just wanted to touch something you guys were talking about with the whole board. And I've heard it so many times, I just had to say something because can't believe no one's pointed out. But you guys always go back to the numbers are down and encounters, but that's actually a good thing because what you think about it is because the reason why the encounter numbers are down is because there's not as many trying to get in.
Mm-hmm.
What policy is making that do that though?
Sure.
What
I
has
agree.
the Trump administration done
I'm
that
not
did
talking
that?
about the policy. I'm talking about you guys said, correct me if I'm wrong, that the numbers of encounters are down, right? But you're making it seem like that's a bad thing.
No. Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
So what's your point of that then?
Well, my point, we didn't get to that with the guest, would be that I don't agree with why they're down in the way in which they are how they're implementing immigration.
Right. Well, the way it implies is that you're saying that they're down because the whatever policies are not as strict. Because remember, the whole thing comes from Biden saying that Biden's borders were wide open, right?
Well, that's
They
what
were
the
not,
right
though.
says. Well, that's what the right says. Sure.
Right. But then your rebuttal to that is saying, well, the numbers are down in
Right.
encounters.
Yes.
But actually, it's the opposite. The reason they're down is because they're not even trying to get in illegally anymore.
Why aren't they trying to come in?
Because they're scared shitless.
Right.
They're not
That's where my fundamental disagreement is. It's not just that they're coming in illegally. I explained that encounters also counts inadmissible. So that is people who come up to a border patrol agent in that long, long line that we see down at the border and they are turned away. So they are also counted there. And there's less people doing that as well. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad or a good thing. I'm saying I don't like the way it is being implemented.
Right. And then as far as they say the numbers because nobody knows exactly how many got in illegally because obviously we knew they wouldn't be getting in, right? So I mean, who knows how many they got in, but there's so many ways they got in. Have you ever, what a coyote is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Thousands of them. I'm from Los Angeles. Okay. And thousands of them over the years have come in that way, if not millions. Okay. And those, like you say, are not traceable. They don't count as encounters or got away. They have no clue.
That's only if they came in and we don't know about them. Yeah, but we catch coyotes trafficking people all the time.
Right, but obviously we catch hundreds and thousands of them that don't because that's why they keep doing it.
Where'd you get that number from?
They're not doing it anymore. That's for
Where'd you get that number from?
What? What number? But the hundreds or thousands of coyotes
that you don't catch.
Well, you think you catch every coyote?
No, I didn't say. Why is it always all or nothing with you guys? No, that's not what I said. What I am saying Okay, is that where's my little puzzle piece? There it is. Sorry,
It's like
I gotta do this TikTok
drug
thing.
mules. You catch some of them, but a bunch of them get
I
in.
agree, but you said there's hundreds of thousands of them that we don't
I
catch.
said
Where
hundreds
you get
or
that
thou-
number
no, no,
from?
I said hundreds or thousands, not hundreds of thousands.
Okay, hundreds or thousands that we don't catch. Where are you getting that from?
Oh, that's common sense.
Oh, well, common sense is for the common man, for people who don't research.
I'm
so that
common.
means nothing
I'm
to me.
common hell.
Okay, that means nothing to me.
Right. Of course, it doesn't fit your narrative. I get it. I understand.
It's not my narrative. It is just where the stats would be. That's just making it up then. Then I could say my common sense. Common sense dictates that there's just none.
Okay. If it's not common sense, you said your own word. You said you think there's about 4 or 5 million that came in over those years.
This is
right?
per the DHS, yes.
Right. Okay. So those 4 or 5 million, which you seem to sense like nothing, but those 5 million, how do you think they got in?
If they're tracked, they would have some sort of status.
No. But what do your comment? You're an educated woman. What is your belief? How do you think they got in?
Oh, multiple ways. They could have claimed asylum at the border. They could have been caught somewhere in there and claimed asylum. They have 365 days to do so. I don't know. Multiple ways.
I'm not even talking about asylum. I'm talking about.
Oh, they would be counted.
Huh?
They would be counted.
Counted how?
In the 4 to 5 million. How do we get 4 to 5 million if we don't have?
Yeah, where do you come up with that number?
Per the DHS.
That there are 4 to 5 million illegal documented immigrants in the U.S.
Not illegal, because illegal is not a terminology that's like used in that way for status. It would be undocumented. That just means that they don't have U.S. legal status, but they could have something like TPS in our country, which is temporary protected status, while they go through their court cases.
Right. So then what? Okay, the ones that got away, like that you said, the gotaways. What do you call them?
Gotaways, you would call them, I guess, unauthorized. I don't know what the word you would use. We can call
You
them.
cannot say the word illegal, can you?
Well, I don't like to use it because it's really not something that's used other than like illegal alien. I guess you could use that, sure. But again, how do you track gotaways?
Exactly. But just because you can't track it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
I never said that.
Right. But
But then the
that's what
number
you
can be
imply.
made up as low or as high as we want to go.
Right. But the point is right now that's why they say right now the borders are way more tighter than they were under Biden. So that's why I don't understand why everybody goes.
And
to
where's
those
the
numbers.
benefit? And what's the benefit to that?
Well, I'm going to tell you that my belief on the benefit of that. One is it's not only Mexicans or El Salvadorians or Hondurans coming through the southern border.
Here comes
Do
the
you know-
Islamophobia.
Right. What's that?
Nothing.
least you
Keep going.
agreed.
So do you know that people who actually want to do harm to, well, not now, but back under the Biden, who actually want to do harm in the U.S., where do you think they came in through?
How do you quantify that?
What, by doing harm to the U.S.?
Mhm. How do you know their intent when they come over here?
No. I'm talking about, okay, for example, the terrorists that came in through, that did the 9/11, where do you think they came in through?
Legally with visas. Do you not know this? Did you not know this?
Some of them did.
No, all of them did.
So you're saying that no no terrorists have ever come in through southern border?
That's not what I said. Again, you lack nuance. You brought up 9/11 specifically. The terrorists who committed the act of 9/11 were here legally through visas.
All right. So my point is, like, there are not only from the southern border is Mexican. Everybody thinks it's only Mexicans that come in illegally.
No, nobody says that.
I've
It's a
heard that.
majority. The majority, yes. We know the majority in way of demographic. We recently had an uptick in Afghan asylum seekers and Afghan refugees coming into this country after the pullout of the war. Yeah. In
Why did they
2023,
come?
yeah. I think it was over 14,000.
Why did they seek asylum through Mexican border?
It was probably easier to get here from there.
Exactly.
Can you show me that they came through the southern border? Where's the
No,
stats?
you just said it yourself. What are you talking about?
No, can you? Well, I was agreeing for the premise of the argumentation, but can you show me? Can you show me where it is shown that a majority of the Afghans that we have coming in through the country came in?
You said
through
it,
the
not
southern
me.
border?
So I cannot show you, but I agree with you. It is easy. And you know why it's easier?
No,
Dude, you suck at
Because-
gaslighting.
You're not
You
good at this.
Suck at
you're not
gaslighting.
good at this. You're saying that. I want you to show it to me.
No, you said it.
No, I said we had a
Again.
large number of Afghanis come in 2023. I didn't say they came in through the southern border. You did. Now show me that they did.
I did not say they came in through the southern border.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
You are kidding me. Yeah, good. I'm glad you admit it. Because you absolutely said that it's not just Mexicans coming through the southern border, and I knew what I said that you didn't hear. What I said under my breath that you didn't hear. I said, "Here comes the Islamophobia," and then you started bringing up the terrorists of 9/11, who came in through visas on planes, so that didn't fucking matter. And so then you still started to continue talking.
Canada.
Yeah, still continued to talk about the fucking southern border. So again, the only thing I agreed with is that we had an uptick in Afghan immigrants in 2023 after the pullout of the war. And I want you to show me where there is proof that they majority came in from the southern border.
They come in via through humanitarian parole, which is normally a different program.
There's a thicky,
They also go through
thicky.
major refugee programs as well when it
Right.
comes to Afghanis.
You live
So
in
when
your
you're
real
talking,
country,
when
you
you
have
are
to-
talking about asylum,
Quick pause.
You don't
quick
understand
pause,
it.
Quick
have
pause.
no-
Oh,
Quick
thank you,
Point
Thick.
of correction.
Yeah.
Point of correction.
Let
Point
Thick
of
correct
correction.
this, please.
Shut up,
Steve,
Steve.
we're
Shut up,
correcting
Steve.
something.
Shut up,
He's
Steve.
correcting us too. I would like to be corrected on this. Thank
Yeah.
you.
When I fuck up.
Afghans are people. Afghani is the currency.
Thank you. Because
Yeah,
I've been
that
correcting
is,
people with Somalians. It's Somalis. So thank
Wait,
you.
say that one more
Yeah,
time for me. My brain, say it one more time. So my brain was.
Afghans. Afghan or Afghans refers to the people.
Okay.
Afghani refers to the currency.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, technically speaking, like both are like, Afghani can be confusing. It's like there's some historical it's like a valid demonym in like Persian or Dari, but like the very like technical term is Afghans for people, Afghani for currency.
Got it.
So, see, Steve, do you have? I'm gonna invite you to unmute. Do you have a source for that?
Hello. There you are.
Okay. Do you have a source to show me that a majority of the Afghan people came through the southern
I
border?
never stated that, so no, I don't have a source.
You did. W Lily, for the 10 on the green app for whenever you're ready. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Don't try to gaslight me. You're not good at it. Why would you bring up the southern? Why would you bring up saying most people think it's only Mexicans and people from South America who come through the southern border? But what would you mean by that? Other than your Islamophobic rhetoric of not understanding that we had refugee programs. We had programs to bring these people who put their lives on the line to help our troops over there back. Steve, capitalism got you. So sorry, friend. You can come back tomorrow.
Are you working?
He's always working.
I'm always working.
Yeah, see?
Damn.
So, guys, make sure you're putting a W, Lily, please, in the chat. I need to see the W's.
I am
Rizzo says it's the easiest
currently-
point of entry.
I am currently writing a bunch of like code.
He said no.
Trying to see. Yeah,
It's
I'm
just,
seeing
it's
just
a rare day where there's not a single meeting on my calendar. And oh boy.
Yeah, what I'm finding is them being brought here, not the southern border.
Most of them are going through ports of entry like airports. Ugh. I'm having fun with your tube chat right now. I think it's
Are you?
really funny.
Oh yeah, you have fun
Yeah.
with them. They're a mess over there. They're crashing out hard.
Hey, everyone over on the tubes. The woman in the pink hair says that you guys show yourselves, and it makes sense why most of YouTube's demographic is mediocre white men, because you show yourselves in the comments.
Which I will take the opportunity to say, guys, I am multi-streaming. I am on Twitch and Tubes. If you guys would go over there and either follow or subscribe, that would be wonderful, especially on the Tubes, because you don't get monetization until 1,000 subscribers. We're somewhere around like 230. So it would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful if you guys went over there to subscribe to
You're
me.
at 280. What you mean, babe?
Or 280. I can't count. It's fine. I can't see it from right here. I can just see the chat. So it would be, yeah, I know, Audie. I'm just not patient. I'm gonna poke, make sure people do it. It's the red video viewing app, Ruben. TikTok
Ruben,
doesn't
you
like
know
when
what
I
it is,
say
you
it.
fake redhead.
TikTok doesn't like when I say it. So we just don't.
Someone said you should tie your tooth.
Are you gonna pay for it? Please. If you
That's
send me, my links,
expensive.
guys, are in my bio. I have the blue app, I have the green app, I have the Pal Pay. If you would like to start a donation fund to get my, I probably wouldn't do tubes tied. I'd probably do the coils like my mom did. I think it's a lot less invasive. I would love that. I already have 2 kids. I think I'm good. My oldest is turning 10 today. It's her birthday.
Woot
I
woot.
think that I think I'm good. So if you would love to donate to get my tubes tied or fried, I'm with it. Let's do it.
My mom had hers fried. Well, no, my stepmom had hers fried. My mom had her entire uterus taken out.
Yeah. I
And I
would
still
do
have
that
mine.
if it weren't for the fact that then you have to start taking hormones and shit. So I don't want to do that. But it would be nice. She's mad. I just, that started yesterday. She's pissed. So it would be nice for her to go away. Yes, Kayla, I said fried because so my mom got these things called coils. It like comes in, it kind of like burns your fallopian tubes, and they keep little coils in it so that they're not releasing eggs anymore. Oh, you don't have to? Oh, well, good, witty kitty. So not always. Kayla, don't throw fancy words at me. I don't know what that means. Endometrial. I just called it what I called it. It's probably. No. No, that's different. Because this was. No.
That's going for people who get really heavy flows, Kayla.
But I'd never heard of that before.
It looks painful. Look, anything that's done down there, it always looks painful.
It's the
to me.
Essure. That's what I'm talking about. The coils for it's called the Essure device, a permanent birth control method where small metal and fiber coils are placed in the tubes, causing scar tissue to form and block sperm from reaching the egg.
It looks like when you're fucking with a pen. And
Yeah,
you're
the
like,
middle spiral part comes out. Yeah.
that's what it looks like.
Well, in this economy, that's probably what they're using.
They were discontinued?
What?
Essure was discontinued by manufacturer Bayer in 2018 due to mounting patient lawsuits and safety concerns.
Yeah, well, my mom's fine, I guess. Lucky. Anecdotal evidence. I don't know how to say your name. Kutt over on the tubes. I feel sorry for your son. I specifically definitely said my daughter is turning 10. But sure. Oh, we can't pay attention. The ears aren't working. It's fine. I also do have a son. You can feel sorry for him if you want to. He's totally fine playing his Switch too and living his life. But okay. Or that. It's not my fault that you guys are cucky little bitches who are
I can
too
enjoy being
scared.
mean over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Be as mean as you want. They're
Hell yeah.
Tubes is full of cucky little bitches who cannot come up and explain why they support this man with factually based evidence. Like Steve, who came up and said it's common sense. Anyway, I had.
This is fun. I don't have to worry about being censored right now.
Are you saying I'm censoring you?
No, I'm saying TikTok censors.
Oh yeah,
me.
TikTok censors everybody. So, Minnesota fraud. This fucking kid. By the way, I've seen him before. If anybody has not come across this Nick Shirley idiot, unfortunately, I have seen his independent journalism when he was in Oregon, claiming that there was an Antifa safe house in Oregon when the Nat Guard was there. Really, really fun. He's an idiot. The person that he talked to, who lived in an apartment complex, who said they had bombs thrown at them, explosive devices thrown at them from Antifa, looked like a mentally unwell man. Not to diagnose him, but it just doesn't make any sense.
This was supposed to be the HQ of Antifa. When were we
Yeah.
supposed to get explosives? Nicholas?
Explosives. When the fuck do we got explosives?
I don't know. That's what Nick Shirley reported in Oregon during
For
the...
Antifa.
Yeah, there was an Antifa safe house in Oregon that was throwing explosives at people's apartments, I guess. It's not true. It didn't happen. But that's what Nick Shirley, who's the Minnesota fraud guy, reported. Portland does have Antifa rallies.
So he did the Portland thing. He's
That's okay.
also-
That movie reference evidently was just lost on the both of you. It's
Oh,
fine.
thanks.
I'm
Leave me alone.
just gonna go
I'm
back to.
tired.
When the fuck did we get ice cream? That's the one I do.
Yeah, thank you.
You have to say it in that voice.
I said explosives. When the fuck did we get explosives?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Thick. If you didn't get the laugh.
I'm
you're
still
supposed
over
to
here like I'm so tired. Like I give no fucks right now.
Yeah,
Any-
well, nobody expects you to fucking know what movies are, Olive. You're like 4 years old, so.
get. Oh my god.
Add a 2 in front of it, you fucking asshole.
Add a 2.
No, add a 2 in front.
Yeah, well, not add a 2. 42 or
No.
6? Which one? The other one.
24.
I have to really like up my bullying game because like I still have yet I feel like I'm one of the few white guys that has not received like let's cancel thick live. So like I gotta up my bullying.
Yeah, you need.
I feel left out.
We can make a call out for you if you want. I don't know.
Today,
Thanks.
during this Twitter long call out live, I'm going to call out Nicholas.
So
And I'll do it
yeah.
again.
Yeah, I know. Please don't. Scheduling the cancel thick live is crazy, Ari.
So where was? Oh, this.
Still a better present than Biden. Who got Biden as a present, Fred?
Oh,
A present.
Monica,
He
I
said
have to show you
present.
something.
Monica, look. Present. Present.
This was in my message request. I didn't see it till the other day.
Is it the thing you put in the Whores of Democracy Discord?
Yeah, yeah. He looks like he's asking me out on a date. It looks like he's asking me out on a date.
We can meet in a cage with a referee or in the street, and the
It's too
loser
much
buys
to do.
drinks.
It sounds like he's asking me out on a date.
He
He
is.
says some, I drink gin. What do you drink? Like, what the
What are your
I'm a
interests?
bourbon guy.
What's
I'm
your
a bourbon
sign,
guy.
Nick? What's your sign, Thick? What's your? God damn.
I'm an Aquarius.
So those are gonna be his questions after you whoop his ass and he's at the bar drinking. What a, like he need.
I just like I like the beginning part, right? He said, "Hey, motherfucker," and then it goes down to
Motherfucker. Want to be friends?
He knows how to woo. He knows how to woo a lady. That's all I'm saying.
that is gonna be my only call when I message. Hey, motherfucker! Like,
Is that
Surprise,
not?
motherfucker.
That's how I
Some
flirt.
fries,
hey,
motherfucker.
Hey, bitch.
You want to go out and get some fucking food and shit?
I'm an Aquarius princess. What are you?
Is that a mirror in your pants?
because I see myself in them.
Hey, girl, is you a microwave? Because
I like that one.
that's my favorite. It is my favorite.
Is that how you got Kristen?
Mostly just yelling at people.
Probably. Yeah. That's what Manny liked me about me.
The yelling.
Partly. I got that in Bumble once. That's crazy, Kayla.
So specifically, I did want to talk about real quick this this video. So Nick Shirley was talking about a specific daycare, right? That he went to. CBS Minnesota, so this would be their local fucking news, which I think I would trust a lot more than Nick Shirley, is oh god. What happened? Did I get it? Were we in trouble?
Hi, love bug. Are you gonna yell at
Hey.
me?
No. I was actually coming up here to tell Monty about the what is it? Allies Welcome operation
Who was that?
for.
Oh yeah, for the Afghans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
But
Wait,
go
wait,
ahead
wait.
with-
Can you wait? Do a quick pickup line because Thick did one,
What? A pickup line?
Yeah.
please.
No, I have stage right. I don't even know one. I don't.
I'm gonna make you lunch.
Oh my
Is
God.
your boyfriend hefty? Does he come in a bag? Work that updo, girl. Yvonne,
God.
that's a French ass name.
So yeah, we're gonna listen to the local news talk about the fact. So because Nick Shirley's claim was that he was trying to ask about enrolling a child, and that there were no children at the facility and they wouldn't let him in.
This is ABC Learning Center in Minneapolis.
They have to learn ABC and numbers.
Director Ahmed Hassan gave WCCO a tour after finding his daycare in the national spotlight.
All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center.
In a now viral video, right-wing YouTuber Nick Shirley claims nearly a dozen daycare centers in Minnesota are taking public funds but not providing a service. He says ABC Learning Center is one of them, knocking on the door in mid-December.
I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Hassan says his employee didn't respond because Shirley was in a group of about 8 people, and his staff were concerned about recent ICE activity.
Is this daycare committing fraud?
No, we're not committing fraud.
Hassan showed us security footage from the same day Shirley was here. According to the timestamps in the videos, this woman takes a young child into the center at around 9 a.m. that day, about 3 hours before Shirley arrives at the door closer to the street. Within the hour after Shirley leaves, a woman arrives at the other door with a stroller. A larger family heads inside a few hours later. Tuesday afternoon, WCCO found at least a dozen children at ABC Learning Center, which is licensed with the state. Records show Minnesota officials last visited the daycare in November, noting some corrected and ongoing violations related to day-to-day operations, but no record of fraud.
What did I do? I'm just a typical human being who wants to live and do the right thing. I have kids to feed.
Umi Hassan, the daycare's current owner, believes these latest fraud accusations are political. Both she and Hassan are Somali Americans.
We pay our taxes. We do whatever we can to be a law-abiding citizen. At the same time, when one Somali does something wrong, we all get collective punishment.
With Shirley's video now approaching 2.3 million views on YouTube alone, they say they are getting non-stop phone calls harassing them.
I was looking for a place for my granddaughter.
With many of those calls attached to out-of-state phone numbers.
They normally say, knock, knock, we're gonna come. You're gonna arrest, something like that.
Hassan says they turned over attendance records to comply with the Department of Homeland Security request. They're now waiting to hear back. CBS News is reviewing records related to the same daycares. All but 2 have active licenses. And Aaron, while the active places have violations related to safety or staff training, there's no recorded.
Like, it's just so frustrating. It's so fucking frustrating when they just lie. Like, this guy's not good at it at all. And the fact that we have an administration that's backing up this 20-something-year-old making shit up. It's fucking frustrating.
And again, this is when I echo when we talk about childcare workers and we talk about childcare in general. This is a demanding task where Manny can attest to seeing physical bruises from where I used to working in daycares. Like, you don't make a lot of money doing this. You don't get enough attention while doing this. You don't get the appreciation. And here you have some 23-year-old scumbag who doesn't understand that you can't go to a fucking daycare without a fucking child.
No, and it's like, from the video I have seen of him, of course they're not going to let you in. One, you came with like a bunch of people behind you that were standing like on the sidewalk and shit. You had a fucking phone in your hand recording. You don't have a kid with you, and you have sunglasses on and a fucking hoodie, and you're trying to force a door open on a fucking daycare center. Of course they're not going to let you in. Why would they let you in? I'd call the cops. Like, we care about children, but also like 20-year-old men who don't have children and have sunglasses on should like be able to go in there whenever they want to inspect. What?
Same people that scream we need security guards at our schools while our children are getting mowed down.
Yeah, he would have got shot.
Yep.
Like, what is... We're just flirting in my Discord now. That's what we're doing. Well, Lenati, I think there's a multifaceted thing to it. I think that the rhetoric surrounding connecting it to Tim Walz is distraction. But I think issues with fraud and things like that exist, obviously, but it's being handled. It has been being handled. The investigation started, I think, in 2018. We started getting convictions into 2021. So, this is something that is being handled. This is just new to them. So they're like, oh, I want to talk about it because I've never heard about it before. Fraud, Tim Walz, we hate him anyway, so let's go after him. Like, it has nothing to do with that. But yes, there is an element of distraction to it, but I also think the world is burning everywhere. And it's hard to know which fire to talk about and which fire to try to put out. I'm still going to be running e-file stuff. It's just very heavy. It gets exhausting to listen to these people defend that shit. But it's just constant. It's fucking constant. While the president of the United States loses his mind. That's what I did want to talk about. Let me get that. The veto. His first veto.
Second veto.
Oh, second veto.
Unless you're talking about the first veto.
The water for...
That'd be the second veto.
Second. What did he veto before that?
I don't know. That's what I was confused. I mean, we can always just... Congress.gov. Introduced. 29.
Oh my God. 9 News. This is my local news. I love you so much, but the fucking ads. Stop it.
To the president.
Somebody swore my kids knocked, but I don't think so. Maybe I'm losing it. No, it was the kitchen. All right. Let's see if I can. So Trump vetoes a bill to fund Arkansas Valley Conduit in Colorado. This would have funded a pipeline project to bring clean drinking water to communities on the eastern plains between Pueblo and Lamar. I think that they might be connected. I think that might be why. Because I know one of them was like Michael Bennett's. One of them was Lauren Boebert's. So.
Yeah, I found the bill that was first vetoed. HR 504.
Let's see.
And then I see Ari also posting it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
Trump's second.
Yeah,
First,
so this
second
one.
term vetoes reject bipartisan bills.
Yes, that would be a different one. All right. I mean, so he and the reason he's vetoing this as a Coloradan, it pisses me the fuck off, right? Like the reason that he's vetoing this is 2 reasons. I think one, he's pissed off at Lauren Boebert. This specifically would bring clean water to Lauren Boebert's district, to be clear. And she signed the goddamn discharge petition for the Epstein files. 2, he still is railing and ranting and having a crybaby fit over the fact that he can pardon Tina Peters as much as he wants. The bitch is in a maximum security prison for fraud within our election system because it's a state charge. So, state conviction. She's not fucking going anywhere. We will not release her to them for him to release her. So he's pissed. He is pissed that him signing a document, taking a picture with it, means nothing in my state. So what has he been doing? This isn't the first thing. I've talked about this. He has been blocking. He repealed and blocked funding for flooding that we had. I believe it was in the Western Slopes, but I could be wrong. That we had. So he was blocking the funding for that. He's now blocking this project that would give clean water to people in Lauren Boebert's district. Like, this is how petty he is. It's disgusting to me. But, like, keep doing it. We're not letting her go. She's not getting out of jail. You can keep being mad, bitch. Yes, Gina, he redacted his soup can.
Yes, I did.
No, thank you, Audie, with that, but... God damn it, Axios.
What's wrong with Axios?
It tries to make me pay.
Really? Didn't make.
Well, in the browser for me it does. I don't know why it does that. Like if I'm reading it on my
Must be
phone,
an
it's fine. It's the
IP
same
thing.
with Reuters lately. If Reuters like on the browser or whatever, it doesn't fucking work. But
It doesn't like the article that she sent in your Discord. It's not making me. Not even giving me like a pop up or anything.
yeah, it was like here. Let me see.
I think it's I think it's like a region or something. But yes,
Could be.
Reuters as well. Some of them have it. Some of them don't. I don't know what the deal is.
All right. Right, and it's basically what Axios is reporting is that he's just being a big baby, and he's just mad that he's not getting anything done, and he's not getting what he thinks is his due praise. Oh, well, I was trying to bring. I don't know if she meant to come up.
Oh, yeah. The only reason why I requested up is because since 9/11, with the Afghan, like all of the Afghan nationals, the vast majority of them have been coming over via refugee program.
Right.
And there has been an uptick in special immigration visas, SIVs, issued. Again, still not the southern border. Specifically, 2017. Specifically in 2017, there was 16K. 2021 was 10K. 2022 was 11K, and 2023 was 26K, as we know what happened in 2023. And then there was the obvious Operation Allies Welcome is the humanitarian parole program. That has the most, with about 85 to 90,000 between the years of 2021 to 2022 for that program. And I believe that's just TPS / I don't think it's Amnesty. I think it's just TPS. But yeah, none of this would be through the southwest border at all.
Shh, don't tell them that.
And well, and
They
I'm
won't
like,
understand.
and I don't know why he was trying to gaslight me. Like that was what he was insinuating.
So, anyways, in the article, and also, I don't know if you guys read that at any point, that, and I'll have to get off here soon. I'm just literally like, I was waiting for food to come home, and then I was like, let me just clean my windshield while I'm still in my car. So the other thing is, I don't know if you guys saw that there was a leader of a tribe that was like designing, the new ICE facilities. And other indigenous tribal leaders spoke out heavily against it, and then that's what his other veto is. It's just vindictive. So,
Shocker.
yeah, what else is new?
Well, and the thing with that is that was the big thing with the Everglades was Republicans were really, really firm on being like, no, they've gone into more of a conservationist view for the Everglades. As much as they hate climate change, they're like, we still want to keep the Everglades in Florida. And so that's like a really bipartisan issue. And so, yeah, it's just, they didn't listen to Trump, and Trump's mad about it now.
Yeah, and of course that people spoke out against him. Oh no, how dare you? Okay, well, I just wanted to drop that. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I have to watch Stranger Things tonight. That's what I have to do.
You don't have to.
Oh no, I have to. I have a date with my brothers to do it. Why do you keep hearing a dog clicking? I don't. Oh no, that's not me. That's not my Discord. I was like, wait, what? Wrong chat.
I'll be at a concert, so I'll have to watch the series finale tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, luckily it'll still be there for you.
Could you imagine? They just pull it off of all of streaming platforms as soon as it airs. and then they give you like less than 24 hours, like around just 24 hours from
Careful,
airing, and they're
babe.
like,
Don't
Be
give them any
careful.
ideas.
shit. Right?
Be careful, babe. He might invite you to the street or a cage to fight with a ref.
Parker's, I like it, but I will critique the fuck out of it. I have whole hour-long conversations with my brothers critiquing it and its writing and media literacy and all the things.
Okay, look. I'm gonna get real fucking nerdy for a second. I have a problem with the dialogue in this latest fucking season, specifically because they're referring to Will Byers as a sorcerer. Sorcerers did not exist in D&D until after this time period.
Correct.
There's literally no way that additionally, yes, the sorcerers weren't introduced into D&D until later. Additionally, the campaign that they are essentially playing was not introduced until D&D 5e, wherein like the Abyss was introduced. Wasn't introduced until the beginning of 5e, and like the Overlord of the Abyss was named Demogorgon. This did not take place until, again, D&D 5e. So while I enjoy Stranger Things,
Yeah.
the fucking like nerd in me is like, bro, the fuck.
So, should someone be the fighting man and the magic user? Is that what you?
No, like I'm just saying, like there were not like the class of sorcerer didn't exist.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying like would the appropriate class then be magic
I'd
user?
just be wizard.
Would it be wizard?
Was
What
Warlock
is
there
the-
yet or no?
Warlocks weren't introduced until 5e.
Okay.
I guess what I'm asking is, should they be around Greyhawk era for D&D?
I mean, I don't know specifically when Greyhawk came out, so I'd
Yeah,
have to look
because
that
now
up.
we're in the 80s, so I don't know. And I don't know much about D&D in that way. I get it from my brothers, but my critique is mostly, I can still enjoy the show, but my critique is mostly just their writing is not as good as they want it to be. But, you know, I'm still going to enjoy it, and I'm still going to watch it or whatever, but it's, you know, I just critique it. But I forgot, my dumbass forgot, I thought it was today. It was yesterday, so I purchased it last night. Wicked for Good is for rent or to buy. So that's what I'm doing with my kids today for her birthday. On top of that is we're going to watch Wicked for Good. Excited.
Oh, speaking of Wicked, have you seen all the viral? I'm pretty sure you have all the viral stuff about what is her name, Madam
Morrible.
And then if you turn it upside down, Wicked Witch. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what is going on here? And then I see all the local drag queens doing it, and I'm like, now I get it.
Yeah, no, it makes so much sense. Let's see. Noodle. The Fighting Man, Magic User, and Cleric was OG, later adding the Thief and the Greyhawk supplement. People just call them Fighter, Wizard, and Rogue, also Paladin.
Okay. I remember people telling me about Fighting Man, and I was like, what is that?
No,
Yeah,
it's fighter, and fighter is still a class. Fighter is like your non-magic using like melee class.
It's just the name.
Well,
but then
I take that back. There are some fighters that use like fighter subclasses. This is gonna make me an unskippable cutscene. I'm gonna stop talking about D&D.
Okay. I just think that some of the classes are like the worst type of naming. Like, I've never named anything in my life. What does this person do? Well, this is Fighting Man. Like, what?
There's nothing called Fighting Man. It's Fighter.
I swear, if I look up Fighting Man,
Fighting Man is like 1E. That's not a thing anymore.
no, I'm not saying it's a thing now. I'm saying that.
Yeah, well, there are also some things in like original D&D campaigns that we can't really say anymore. Period.
Yes.
So,
Oh, Jesus.
so like maybe we ignore previous editions.
Fine. I was just saying how silly it was.
There's quite literally a campaign wherein the BBEG of said campaign is referred to as a slur in the actual campaign text. So, and it's not like if we're gonna tier rank slurs, it's like it's not an S tier. It's like D.
Wait, we're ranking slurs now?
I was trying to listen to why my child was upset, and I could hear my mom talking.
I'm
to her,
over here.
and I'm like,
I
"Hey,
changed my
terms of, like-
PFP to redacted.
In terms of like offensiveness, it's not like S tier. It's much lower, but
Do you agree with getting rid of halfling as like the name?
happening?
no,
Did they?
no.
Oh,
No.
I was like,
There's
that would.
conversations. I don't
I'm
know.
not afraid to debate you, Davo. We can debate on nerd shit.
I was just there was conversations. It's like, oh, you should get rid of like half this and like half that and like halfling. It's like it's not
No.
politically correct. And I was like, what do you?
It's
what do
lore.
you-
That's not. No.
And I was like, what do you say? What do
We
you-
don't call little people halflings though. Like that, they're a specific species in lore that has nothing to do with this.
I mean, realistically, if we're ever gonna like, if we should look at like what like races we want. God, this is about to be a weird fucking sentence that's gonna come out of my mouth.
Do we want to
Nobody,
say it on
hold
here?
on. No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
You already started.
Look,
You gotta get it
look, I'm
out.
gonna say it.
Dick
I
did
just,
say
I'm aware,
he wanted to get
I'm aware,
canceled.
It's true.
I'm aware that somebody is gonna clip this fucking sentence and it's gonna be taken wildly out of context.
Everyone
If there
get
are
ready.
races
It's
we
the-
want to get rid of.
It's the cancel thicky.
If there were any races that we were going to say that we should get rid of, I would argue that it should be orcs, only because the like context behind why J.R.R. Tolkien came up with orcs. Because if you didn't know, the whole reason that orcs exist is because of J.R.R. Tolkien and only J.R.R. Tolkien. Is because they were. Yeah, they were not orcs with a K, Davo. Orcs with a K are fine. Orcs with a C. Because they were, he wrote them as like Jewish people in his novels originally.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Who's in your queue? Is that who I think it is?
No, I don't know. Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Zach, how are you?
Doing all right. Just hanging out for the moment.
Did you vote for Trump?
No, the guy's a fascist dictator.
I did not think so. I appreciate you. I did not think so because you had Inglorious Bastards on your profile picture, but you never know. So, Parker's, we're
Parker's
here.
is
We're
getting ready for
canceling
that.
thick right now. That's what we're doing.
Time to change the background.
I don't have a Somebody make a cancel thick background.
Oh, bet. Hang on.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to run it. I think from what I am hearing in my background, I think my child got up entirely too early, excited about the fact that it is her birthday, and she's going to cry if she wants to because it's her party, is what it sounds like is happening. So we're going to have to take a nap after lunch, is what it sounds like. Or her brother is taunting her today. He's being extra, like, little brothery too. And I told him, I was like, you have to be nice to her. It's her birthday. At least one goddamn day. Give me a break. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, I think I sent this to you, Monica. I know I sent it to the TikTok group, but do you see the lighters that Yale Turning Point USA was handing out?
No. I think
Yeah.
I might have seen a picture of him though. Let me see.
Olive. While you number one, yes, you can do far better. Number two,
She said on the fly,
if
it was
you're
quick.
as somebody who fundamentally opposes fucking AI usage, especially when it comes to fucking art, go make something in fucking Canva and quit being lazy.
I I said I was making it real quick. I wasn't making promises to make it a 3-hour hold accountability live, but fine. Fuck.
I don't have time for that. Not today.
I'm
sorry.
If
I'm sorry. No, look, I don't know if you know who I think I am, but if you're going to fucking like, if anybody's gonna do a let's fucking cancel thing, I expect like full blown Irish level live here.
Oh God.
That's crazy. You think I have enough time to do that shit? That's wild.
Nothing.
That's insane.
Not the double lightning bolts.
Yeah,
Why does it say "Unfuck America" underneath it though?
because they made the fucking lighters, evidently.
Yep, with the lightning bolts and all. It's okay. CK would have loved that.
I don't
Chicky,
know.
what I said was,
I'm taking
I
that
don't
as
know.
gray evidence right now. It's only one pick.
Chicky, what I said was, I don't know if you know who I think I am.
By the way, the module I was introduced to for D&D was Horde of the Dragon Queen. Horde.
Curse of
Horde.
Curse of Strahd was mine.
Horror of the
'Cause I
Dragon Queen. I want to read that.
I didn't start playing like D&D until like the last like
It's a
7 or 8
different
years.
dungeons.
I want to read it. Damn it!
You said what was yours? Sword?
Curse of Strahd.
Curse of Strahd. Oh, I've heard things about that.
Curse of Strahd's a good campaign. It's just it's not one where like if I'm DMing I would ever like introduce people to D&D on though.
I've heard some squad wipey things about.
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. Like they're like Curse of Strahd is just TPK's like left, right, and center. There you go. That's better. That's much easier actually to make a whole live on.
I've heard some better prepare your third character sheet things about.
Oh yeah,
Curse of Strahd.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm tired.
This is a complete derailment. I'm getting ready to get off anyway. But oh yes, you are missing D&D talk, Brother Mod.
Brother Mod.
Have you guys ever seen this book?
What the fuck? What
I
the
hate
fuck?
that I actually have.
Yeah, no, same. I'm in the same boat as Manny.
Wait, Dinogasm? What's a Dinogasm?
Now, specifically, Money, you said, have I seen it? Yes.
Have you
I've
read
not
it?
read it.
Okay.
No.
I was like, hey, do we need
No.
to know something about you?
No, I will. Now, reading it, bring up Blue and see if he's read it. Mr. Dinosaur.
Yeah,
Mr.
when
if
you look at
the bones.
When you look at the bones. What them bones be? Yes, she creates a time machine to go back in time and have sex with dinosaurs. Don't yuck yums, I guess. I don't know. Java, no.
Well, I mean, if we're just bringing up, not kink shaming, kink ask why. Have you seen the stuff that's on the TikTok shop for Beauty and the Beast? But like,
look, I'm sorry if we're going to be like advertising romance novels, the only romance novel artist that anybody here should be hawking is world-renowned artist Quan Mills. Because if you don't know who Quan Mills is, you should look up Quan Mills.
Do I want to know?
I don't trust this. You do it, Monica.
Oh, okay. The first thing that comes up is I got both my homeboys pregnant.
Yes. Some of like the titles for his novels are insane.
Ooh, Omegaverse. W. All
If
right.
Quan Mills, yeah, exactly. If Quan Mills has not graced you
not a
with
homeboy, so no.
such great novels as This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib,
insane.
Tax Season Thoughts,
Insane.
He's international best-selling author Quan Mills.
That's crazy. The art
He's got
is
his
insane.
TikTok is insane. His TikTok is insane as well.
That's crazy. I don't even. Wow. Wow. I mean, good for him. Make the money. Damn.
We've got pregnant by my mother's gay husband. We've got my psycho baby daddy. We've got
the fuck is
gutta
happening?
chicks do gutta things.
What is happening?
By my mother.
What is happening?
Squan Mills.
Again, it just gives me all the motivation.
Not Dave folks saying they're really good books.
It just gives me all the motivation and confidence that I can publish my novel.
Oh, yeah. Anything can be published.
Are you fucking dinosaurs in your novel with your baby mama? What's happening, Monica?
No.
Look.
No.
Look. Given
There's
Maddie's
dinosaurs.
obsession with Transformers, I
That's
feel
a
like
different
Monica
problem.
having a dinosaur thing is fine.
We already have issues with Maddie. She doesn't understand snow. She doesn't think hurricanes exist. And she wants to jump on Megatron like a tree.
Hold on. Two of those things is correct. The hurricane, she specifically said, she does not care if the hurricane is not at least an E or a category 3.
I'm scaroused. Crazy chickie, I'm scaroused.
Oh, what did I do with it? I lost it.
Yes. If you look at your local news channel and you say MAGA weather Maddie 3 times, she will appear.
Not Davo sending links to the books in my Discord. That's crazy.
Burn them all.
That tracks.
In case you guys want to read the one I liked, he says. He didn't say that, but let's see where.
And no, we're not doing book club, Davo.
I like book club. Maybe not that book club, but like we could do book club.
How is life?
Look, I'm gonna be. There we go. There we go. Use the photo that I fucking made for my all hands.
Yes.
Like we had to make a fucking. There was a slide deck, and like my manager put my fucking old LinkedIn photo in there, and I was like, nah, this has got to be updated. This is old, so I drew the beard on it in MS Paint and put it back in there, and it made it all the way to like the actual fucking all hands. Like that was just on the screen during the meeting.
Ah, yes. Friday the 69th.
Kayla, here, I'll bring your picture up, but I won't use it as a background. It's too small for that.
I didn't update my actual hair.
You cancel him right there.
There we go.
You said you wanted to be canceled, Vic. There you go.
Yep.
Don't boo me. I've seen what makes you people clap.
Oop. Yes, I am also ashamed at what makes me clap as well, because TikTok has been reminding me all week with my past likes and my past.
Although again,
my past reposts.
it doesn't actually like reflect my actual hair at the moment though. So
I have to move myself.
That's you when you were owned by the government.
no, actually, that was just after the government decided to lease me out to the civilian world. Now I just look like a homeless person, but I work in like corporate America.
I'm sorry. You can't say that this is not even his craziest title when for Friday the 69th, quote, this erotic tale is 4,200 words of sizzling human on lesbian dinosaur action. And a hardcore hockey mask wearing Bronchosaurus love.
I'm so glad we added a plus.
That literally tells me everything and nothing about what's going on in this book.
Hookers!
I'm coming up because Nicholas said he looks like a homeless person, and I want to say you don't get to say that until you are taking the trash bins to the curb and a woman pulls over and asks if you would like a sandwich, because that's definitely what someone did to Logic.
Are you dead ass?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was sitting on my front porch.
That's insane.
I was putting batteries in like a light up dog for Christmas shit, and I heard him talking to someone who pulled over, and I was like, "Are you making friends?" And he came right over because she offered me a sandwich because she thought I was unhoused. I was like, "Baby, you gotta brush your beard."
That is insane.
Not that you gotta brush your beard is crazy.
Wait, are you saying that Logic doesn't like regularly brush his beard?
Listen, he shampoos and conditions his beard now, to which I am grateful for because I bought him shit to do it.
W.
He's very sensitive though about his beard, so I just keep pulling it until I'm allowed to trim it.
I keep
Look, as the type of man who has a face roller just in my fridge that is mine, as well as like there are 4 different brushes on my fucking bathroom counter,
Sure.
and only one of them is for my hair. Nah, like tell him he's got to start fucking brushing his beard.
If you could send him some links, I would be ever so grateful.
Thick.
I think
We
he
have.
needs like a big brother type to help him out here.
I think we have the newest Head and Shoulders ad for you, Thick. Show Kayla's picture.
There we go. Hell yeah.
When did you become Fabio?
Although my hair is longer than that.
Tresemme. Ooh,
I was
la la.
thinking like I'm your Venus, and that's a razor company.
Man, my brain was rejecting that image very hardcore. I could not form a sentence to save my life.
What is happening in your Discord now?
Guys, if you're not a part of my Discord, you should see.
I
the
say we nuke it. No, I'm
chaos
kidding.
that's happening.
good.
Nuke it. Nuke my Discord. I can.
We should just nuke it.
You want me to nuke my Discord? I can.
No, don't. No.
Please don't.
I hate you.
Concerning them.
I nuked it. Oh my gosh. On that note, Jesus criminy.
Is that how we're ending it? Is that the note we're ending it on?
What do you? How do you fix it? How do you fix it? I don't know.
I don't fucking know at this point.
I don't know how to fix it.
Bisexual Mothman Mailman makes a special delivery in our.
End it now. End it now. End it now. Pull the plug.
Yeah,
Pull the
it's
fucking
not gonna
plug.
get better.
Pounded in the you know where by my handsome.
Okay.
How do I drop everyone as a fucking mod? What the fuck is this shit?
By my handsome sentient library card.
Does anybody
who
know-
seems otherworldly.
Does anybody know how long Doug has been on or planning to be on or?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's.
Where'd Manny go?
We're gonna. Did somebody drop him? I totally didn't see it.
I didn't do it.
Guys, we're gonna go raid Doug. That's Dougie Lifts, our favorite good boy Dougie. We're gonna go raid Dougie. I love you all
Oh,
so
Chicky did
fucking
it.
much. Oh, Chicky did it.
Love you, Chicky.
I love you all. Thank you, Lily, for the 10 again. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. We had some good debates. We had some whatever the fuck this was. That's one way to end 2025. I think it's probably the best way to end 2025 because it's been
talking
a
about
fucking disaster.
Dinosaur sex.
Dinosaur
and
fucking,
lesbians.
yeah. That's the greatest way to end, to go into our 2026. I will see you guys tomorrow at my regular time, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. Do the math on your time zones. Time zones are woke. I will see you guys as we start our 2026 and keep putting our feet on the neck of the fuckery that is this administration. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Go raid Thick, do a Monty, or Thick. Go raid Doug, do a Monty raid in Doug's. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, YouTube and Twitch. Have a wonderful, wonderful.